When they put this on regulations and that, results in has to be back. But interesting times, since we were all talking about AI, let me put one quick fact. I use AI to make this presentation in every 10 minutes. So I just at least a couple of tools. It was interesting. I just used activity to share the agenda of the flow and the audience that are there and what's the topic. And then ask it to pick it up my investor presentation slide and then co-create something. And then I think mostly when I said just make it go together and then create a slide. So that's the power of AI. You can do all of this so quickly. Earlier, I was dependent on my marketing guys to prepare all of this for me, and then they would, have the tons of questions and processing. So that's how we start forming things. And this is one example, even from since I don't say that you take learning for us, we have so many RFPs and so on and so forth. Earlier, my experience used to go through tons of data sheets and then apply the specification and whatnot. Okay, great. So now we created some AI for them as well. So with that, given today's agenda, we primarily focus on the next phase of digital infrastructure, and what I want to focus on is the important aspect that's today is the infrastructure part. Like everybody talks about the application layer, and I think we've done an amazing job there. What I want to really talk about is the modeling of where things are equally important from infrastructure standpoint. So you've done an amazing job when it comes to changing off all various platforms. But what we see now is that one, the amount of data is very high now. The outcomes are very different. Have experience. A small pilot versus a large scale departments are very, very different. And that's where I think the quality sometimes are the most important. That's where Mr. Bhansher is. And like I said, morning, all the hyperscalers today are launched. So the reason Instagram or Facebook or Edge doesn't go down is because they have a very low structure in the market. That's what we've been doing, and not just there, even in India, we've been doing a amazing job. But yeah, that's what I want to do. Really focus everybody's attention to is that, while phase one digitization, we've done an excellent job. Citizen-facing applications is something that, we created, it's done, it's going to be good for us. But now, as AI comes into play, infrastructure plays a much larger role, and that's where I want to really focus on. How the core infrastructure should look like, and the existing infrastructure won't scale to tomorrow's needs. From an architecture standpoint, I also said in the morning, today all the departments are running silos, at least from an infra standpoint. And now that all that should get integrated and talk to each other, because that's where the real power of AI will come in. Because once you have a combined data lake, once all the departments are exchanging information with each other, you can deliver all the core systems using it. And that's where the network's role comes into play. It's not just about basic connectivity anymore. It has to be very high performance. It has to be rock solid. And the AI fabrics are very different from the rest of the networks. So that's from an operational standpoint, one of the days when you required CCIEs and experts to come in and run and operate the whole network. Now, AI is helping you run the infrastructure, making it very simple. So, two aspects of it. One is network for AI, the other is AI for network. So, when you say AI for network, it is basically to make it simple, make things automated, and to make it, reliable and user-friendly from an operational standpoint as well. So that's where Arista focuses on. So, like I said, everybody talks about citizen applications, everybody talks about development platforms, everybody talks about cloud and industry investment. At the end of the day, there's a investment there now, which is called a network infrastructure, and that's the most important layer. With that place or that falls, everything falls, right? So network, it's especially now everybody's talking about GPUs and how many GPUs and so on and so forth. But what people don't realize is that how do those GPUs work? Every day they have to get interconnected and talk to each other. If they can't, and then your whole system fails. And it's all about latency and faster completion times. And that's where the networks that are required are very different in was built for AI. And traditionally networks were built in a way to get into a specific use case. But when it comes to AI, the networks that's being now very different. The throughput requirements very high. The latency requirements are ultra low. So, and that's why you see that when the power requirements are also changing. Many times you're not able to scale a data center because there's limited power. Earlier you used to have racks with 5 megawatts, 6 megawatts. Now you're talking about 15, 16, 17 megawatts minimum per rack. So the amount of power that you require the data center is also going drastically high. So you no longer can have just one data center servicing. You require data centers across different locations wherever you have power today. So power is the driver to decide the location for a data center. But they all have to work together. And how do they work together? By having a mixing connectivity allows them with very high output and full latency. And that's what we did. And of course, absolutely secure. So security has to be a part of the inbuilt tower. With that, I want to run a quick video and just share with you what we do in local. So if you just share the video.
Sound.
There's the restaurant party.
At OpenAI, we're at the forefront of the found AI innovation. AI workloads have fundamentally altered approach to infrastructure, requiring a different kind of network than what we used to do. For any job, the network must be exceptional, providing asset and high efficiency to maximize the energy use of volumes. This is where our partnership with Arista is proving valuable. Arista's solution delivers predictable latency and across multiple clouds, improving our job completion.
Our mission at Anthropic is to develop safe and trusted AI solutions that businesses and people depend on. Plum, our AI assistant, helps millions of users with everything from complex coding and research to detailed analysis and creative work. Our key requirements for next generation AI data centers are straightforward: scalability and speed of deployment, performance measured in throughput and latency, security without compromise, and the reliability that our users demand. That's why we partnered with Arista Networks as the leader in high-performance networking.
At AMD, our focus is on providing the foundational computing technologies to power everything from large-scale AI training and inference to AI-enabled edge and client devices. As AI workloads grow in size and complexity, a highly optimized compute and network infrastructure becomes essential. That's why we're excited to partner with Arista Networks, a proven leader in high-performance Ethernet-based networking solutions.
With vast disaggregated flash-native architecture combined with Arista's AI-optimized Ethernet fabrics, all delivered as one tightly integrated solution, you're investing in a platform that's ready for the scale and complexity of AI, now and well into the future.
Arista provides an Ethernet fabric with the intelligence and observability to handle AI scale. And Pure delivers flash-native storage that feeds GPUs without ever becoming the bottleneck. And together, we've built AI solutions that are fast, transparent, and ready to scale without compromising performance or visibility.
Together, Arista and Broadcom are building the networking solution and foundation for the AI era. We're doing this with shared values, deep technical excellence, and a commitment to open innovation. We are deeply proud of what we achieved and even more excited about what's next.
Enable Solutions and Arista Networks share a passion for enabling the leading edge of AI innovation. Together, we're solving the complexities of building and operating massive AI infrastructures and delivering platforms that may truly change the world.
ARM and Arista have a shared vision to unlock next-gen AI performance. We're co-designing and optimizing together, compute and networking side by side. Together, we're enabling everything from hyperscaler AI training to edge inference. Thanks again to the Arista team for the partnership, and for continuing to raise the bar on what's possible in this new AI era.
This partnership combines Anthropic's AI expertise with Arista's networking excellence. Together, we're building a future where AI is not only powerful, but also dependable and secure.
I'm excited about our partnership with Arista as we accelerate towards the future and look forward to ongoing work together. Thank you.
Sorry for interrupting this time, but I think it was important. So you see that the biggest of the guys, anybody who's worked this sort in the AI industry, is partnering with us today because the infrastructure, especially from a network standpoint, is way more important when it comes to creating a AI. Any applications we're working on today, like you saw, be it Anthropic or be it ChatGPT, all these guys partner with us to create that robust infrastructure, and that's what we would want to replicate for India also. Rather, we are in the process of standardizing it now. We've created something called as Mrinal Consortium, and we are moving people from proprietary technologies to open Ethernet-based architectures. So what we do in any scale from AI deployment, a single rack scale out to a data center out where you have multiple scale. To now you have multiple data centers being interconnected. That's where we play a major role when it comes to data center interconnectivity. So we are the guys who provide the network space over there. You have high speed, low latency network requirements from AI standpoint. But we are not just AI guys. We are a network company. We do a lot more beyond AI. So while AI is a larger portfolio that we have, not just AI, we operate on the initial data center requirements as well. So a lot of large-scale data centers, a lot of state data centers, and critical structures in India are powered by us. Very proud to share that we have launched a lot of SKUs making in India here. Last year we started manufacturing line here in India. So we are making Wi-Fi access points for the campus, PoE, non-PoE switches here in India for the world. And then very recently we acquired a company called Mrinal Cloud, which gave us the SD-WAN capability. So we have the entire branch solution right from SD-WAN to access, to data centers, to the entire WAN solution. So from a network standpoint, we have end-to-end offerings. And the beauty about Arista is that all of these products, right from a 800 gig switch to a small 12-port switch, runs on a single operating system, a single binary. And that gives us a huge advantage because from an operations standpoint, right from your client to the cloud, you have a single operating system running across your network. And then that makes the things very, very simple because, end of the day, AI it's all about machine learning, right? And how does ML work? It works on data sets, right? The richer your data set is, the more intelligence you can put on top of it. And the amount of telemetry that we get from a network is huge because, we have the same operating system and the same telemetry running across your network. So you don't have silos of networks and silos of tools to run it. Because we have the same operating system, we have the same management software called as CloudVation, which is our data lake, and we ingest everything into that data lake across the landscape of infrastructure, and not just from a network standpoint, even from virtualization applications, from ticketing systems. So it's a data lake which helps you simplify the entire operations from end to end. No company in the world can do this because all, including my friends, they have, while you buy everything from one company, they have different platforms, different operating systems, different management softwares to run all of that. So all the data, all the intelligence lies in silos. We give you a common operating system and a common management platform across end to end from a network standpoint. And that really simplifies things, and there you can add a lot of intelligence on top of it with the data link that we create. So people ask me what are you doing in India? We give some very large logos that we are proud of, where we are running critical structures, be it UIDI's data center, be it recent land grid, a couple of large state data centers, a lot of higher ed, most of the newer IITs that you see are using our Wi-Fi campus and other technologies. So, and of course the financial institutions like these. So we've had, last 6-7 years is when we started operations in India. At least we are there in most of the large organizations wherever there's a critical structure running. And not just network, even from a security standpoint. We've done a lot of work on the AI side to secure networks. We have an AI-enabled security tool which looks at anomaly on the network itself, and based on it doesn't look at a malware, but it looks at a mal intent as well. So any anomaly that you see, any behavioral analytics that changes that you see on the network, we are able to catch that and means that are running. So a lot of work happening there. So why so many customers choose Arista? Primarily one, it works, it's very stable, the quality is extremely high, and that we've proved the biggest of the clouds that we are running today. It's absolutely open. We are the only company who gives completely open standard-based solutions. We don't give you any proprietary protocols. Today if you go to any other company, they lock you down with proprietary protocols, and then you're forced to expand on those products. This runs on industry standard IEEE-based protocols, VXLAN, VPN, which are open architecture, so you're never locked in, and that's what people love about us. And third is the amount of AI ops that we've integrated to simplify the operation. So primarily these three things why we're outshining. And then that's where the market share today, right? We have when it comes to high-speed AI networks, these are public figures. We are globally at about 43% market share. The rest of the market, which includes a lot of players, is about 21%, and then is the next competitor. So we're growing at an amazing pace. Industry recognizes us. If you look at Gartner, we are the only ones who are the leaders in all three areas, be it data centers, be it enterprise or LAN, or be it SD-WAN. So we are the leaders when it comes to analysts. And that's primarily because of this, like I spoke about. We have a unified operating system, one data lake, one management platform. So like all other OEMs who have fragmented tools, we give you a simplified solution to run. And you get a network-wide automation. And last but not the least, support. And how do you measure support? Everybody says we have one support, right? So there's a third-party survey where it's called an NPS score, which is measured across all industries, not just network. All industries, be it airlines, be it hospitality, everybody can participate there. And they score you from -100 to +100. The primary question that they ask is, are you willing to recommend this solution or service to another customer? That's where we are rated the highest. Our NPS score is close to +90. I think apart from us, it's only Apple who has this score. Nearest competitors at about +35. And one of the reasons is that we don't outsource any of our support. It's all in-sourced. The good thing is because it's a single operating system across all our platforms, it makes it easy for us also to troubleshoot. So once you call up an Arista attack, the experience is very different. We don't ask you to be ready with 10 different questions in terms of what is your contract number, what is your SLA, this, that. Our engineers straight up which are good problems. Only if it's a hardware issue, that's when they ask for your contract, if it's in X business day or 4 hours SLA, and this is that we ship out like because but we have depots across the country. So in India we give 4-hour SLA across almost all the major locations. Outside of India we commit to, but here because of traffic we don't commit to. So yeah, I mean that's what we do. Everybody talks about applications, everybody talks about data, but at the end of the day, data has to run on the network, and that's where we outshine. So I know we don't have a lot of presence when it comes to the existing service, but we are a new entrant into the industry. But we have all the right ingredients to help you, and we have some demos outside. We have a booth where we can show you how we're doing all the automation and what are the product portfolios and solutions that we have. With that, thank you so much, Dr. for giving us this opportunity, and thank you all of you for having a time with us and listening to us.